Miss White said to her, "One day, of course, you will be sent home to school. It will all be very different then." Bella listened, but said nothing. Being sent home was at the same time a threat and a promise. Home was somehow better. Everybody knew that. It was a privilege. It implied membership of something that so many people simply did not have. There were the people who worked on the estate. She was not sure where they came from, but it was not home. They were just there, unknowable because they spoke a different language and had obscure beliefs. And that was all somehow ordained, a simple fact of life that everybody seemed to accept. But she had never been entirely clear about where home was. She had really known only a couple of places, the nearby small town of Nurelia, and then Kandy, more important, more bustling, not far away, and yet she knew that there was another country far away where everything of any importance came from, and that was the home to which people referred. It seemed to be part of the natural order that the place you thought of as home, the house in which you spent your childhood, should not be your real home, but something temporary, something you would eventually leave. You did not belong there, not at least in the way in which the Sinhalese belonged. They might have names that sounded Dutch or Portuguese, but that did not mean that they looked to those distant countries. Home for them was here in Ceylon, even if their names were Van Horst or Da Silva or something like that. They were as Sinhalese as the Amarasingis or the Sanayakis. She did not see why she would have to go home. Miss White said it was for education, so that she could learn more about the world, and yet why could her governess not teach her these things that she had to learn? There was no limit, as far as she could tell, to Miss White's knowledge. She knew all the kings and queens of England and Scotland in order, starting with William the Conqueror. She knew all about the Crusades and Robin Hood and Bonnie Prince Charlie and the building of the railways. She could recite Burns and Wordsworth without looking at a book. She had read more than 10 plays by Shakespeare. She reeled off the list if you asked her, and she could quote long passages from The Merchant of Venice and The Tempest. How could there possibly be anything that any teacher in England or Scotland could teach that Miss White did not already know?